it can be so frustrating when you're excited to go camping, but you can't find a reservation. What can you do? Well, stay tuned. So today we are going to give you some tips on what you can do when you can't find a reservation. And stick around to the end. I'm going to give you a tip that a lot of people don't know about that can help you score one of those hard to find campsites.
With camping being increasingly popular, you know there's almost 100 million people who call themselves campers.
Yeah.
And with the coronavirus, even more people are trying their hand at camping, which can make reservations and getting those campsites much more difficult. You know, the idea of just picking up and getting in the car and going camping and finding some place to camp is really difficult right now.
And frustrating.
You know, if you didn't plan to get your reservations in advance, you may be out of luck. Well, in today's video, we'll give you some tips to help you solve that problem. You know what? Hi, if we haven't met, we're Let's Go Now Adventures. This is Holly and I'm John, and our YouTube channel's about all things camping. We create videos for tent campers as well as RV campers that help make your camping experience that much better.
So let's get started. You know, one of the first things I think is if you are a little bit more flexible with your dates and locations. A lot more opportunities for getting a reservation will open up if you are flexible. Another thing to think about is if you're flexible as far as days of the week. You know, weekends are always so busy and so hard to find those camping reservations. But if you were to be able to open up and go midweek, you might have a better chance.
You know, many campgrounds have campsites that they hold back. Therefore, first come, first serve. And you can get those sites if you're willing to take a chance because they do keep those in reserve. One tip you may want to consider is if someone from your group wants to go up on a Wednesday or Thursday and start the camping trip early, you could extend one of those first come, first serve sites all the way through the weekend where the rest of the party comes up and joins.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Another thing you could do is check your local ads, like your classifieds. A lot of people, if you're not within the cancellation window, you won't get your money back on that reservation. So they go to the classified ads and post their campsite in hopes of maybe getting some of their money back.
Another possible resource to find those hard to find campsite reservations is join a Facebook group on RV camping or tent camping, car camping. A lot of times members of those groups will go there first if they've got a camping reservation that they can't use. They'll share it with members of the group before they put it anywhere else, like you mentioned, on a classified ad.
Oh, and check out our Facebook group. It's Adventures Campfire Connection, where we post lots of tips and tricks and get lots of feedback from campers like you. There are also some private apps out there that you can sign up for a fee, and they will actually search out cancellations on campgrounds and then notify you so you can go in and make the reservation. You know, we haven't tried it personally, so I can't really attest to that, but the only downside would be is you still pay the fee for them to search out campsites, even if they don't find one.
So the next thing you could try is you could try boondocking or dispersed camping. Usually boondocking refers to you're in an RV. Dispersed camping typically refers to if you're in a tent. You know what? Either way, they're both dry camping. What dry camping is actually camping without the benefit of all the campground sorts of amenities, toilets, fire pits, camp tables, and things like that.
Yeah.
And you can do these on public lands, you know, like BLM land or Forest Service land. You know, there are millions of acres of available public lands like the National Forest Service and like the BLM that you can camp on. The trick is to know where to go. But the one thing you do have to be aware of is that when you're camping dispersed like that, when you're boondocking or dry camping, you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You take everything with you. You know, if you'd like to get a little bit more exposure to what dry camping is, check out our video, which I'll link right up here, where you can find out a little bit more about that and how you could prepare yourself for taking advantage of all of that public land that's available.
Okay, the last tip, and this is my bonus tip, is You know, John and I use Reserve America a lot. It's all throughout the United States, and we find it comes in very handy. However, when all those sites are booked, there is a spot on their website that you can go in and select up to 5 different dates or campsites that they will actually notify you by email when a spot becomes available. Now, it's kind of hidden on their website, so that's why a lot of people don't know about it. But come along with me, we're gonna go back home and I'm gonna show you on my computer how to find that and how to go ahead and set up some different times and locations for notifications. Now, if you're watching your email closely, once one of those campsites becomes available, they'll email you. If you're right watching your email, you can click on that, go in and book that site, and you've got yourself a camping reservation. Okay, I'm just going to show you really quick how to create an availability notification. So go to Reserve America, sign in, I'm already signed in, and type in where you would like to go camping. I'm going to just put in Jordanelle State Park, and here we are. I'm going to enter my date. Let's just pick a date a couple weeks in advance. We'll go August 7th through the 9th. We'll pick a weekend, and as you know, weekends are almost impossible to get, especially just 2 weeks out. Now, before I check availability, I want to go up here and search the sites. Am I okay with a tent site or a group site? Actually, I just want them to search for RV sites. So we'll hit check availability, and let's see if anything's available. So as you can see, there are 0, 0, 0, 0, which is not uncommon for just 2 weeks out, middle of summer. So if you look right above here, we can create a notification so that Reserve America will let us know if someone cancels. So it's saying August 7th, looking for an RV site. You just hit create this notification, and boom, there's our notification right there. Now, as you can see, I have already done this for a different location for that actual weekend, and it is saying there is something available. Now, I just got this email today, so let me show you what it looks like. So it says availability found at Palisades State Park. So if you're watching your email and you get this notification, you quickly click on the link. It'll take you into Reserve America. And what I'll do is I'll go into my account and I'll just go over to my availability notifications. And there it is. It's saying there's one available. I could go in and book now. Now, once again, guys, this is just 2 weeks out. And there is the one site. So somebody has just canceled recently. I can go in and hit book now, go through the process of booking the site, and I will have a reservation. I hope this helps. Good luck.
So hopefully you found some of these tips helpful in finding those last minute reservations. We would love to see as many people go out and have an awesome time in the outdoors as possible. And hopefully we've given you some things to help you find those reservations when you don't have the luxury or the advantage of making reservations months and months in advance. You know, if you found some value, give us a big thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button down here so that you're notified when we release other camping related videos. From Holly, I'm John. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye-bye.